my name is Chad, and I bought a fixer-upper. It's been a few weeks since I've given any updates, and I've been pretty busy. I kind of wanted to hit a few milestones before showing off the work, but I figure why not get to it right now. So most of the work has been in the basement, and you won't probably see too much on this level, this landing area, except for I fixed that light bulb right there and installed an LED, in case you can't tell. There it is. The pre-existing, oh, that's great. The pre-existing bulb, pre-existing fixture had a broken connection in it, so I had to take that out, put a new one up, and replace some of the old wiring that was a little brittle. Wasn't even really sure if it was copper, but wanted to replace it with an old pigtail in there, and then clean it up, reconnect it, turn it on. I've been learning which lines and which runs in the house are on which breaker and which circuit, so that's good. You'll see I've taken out that closet that was here, and I've removed the appliances that were down here, except for this water heater, which I'm not fully set on destroying or eliminating yet, although I'm close to making a decision there. You'll see that I've demolished the entire kitchen, with the exception of a little bit of paneling, and I have a little bit of footage, I think, that I can splice in here and show you a little bit of that process.
I'm going to try to take the sink out tonight. I got the drain disconnected. The supplies are not on. We should probably get an angle grinder. I don't have one, so I'm just going to try and pull it out anyway. See where I get. Probably need to watch me fall on my ass. It's gotta come off. Alright. Oh my god. Well, that's not good. It's supposed to be off. Alright. Alright, we learned that we found a shut-off valve, that it doesn't work, and so we shut off the main and drained it. I don't need to have the water on until I move in. We might leave it off, might try to cap it. The problem is, this wall behind these cabinets needs to go out of here. It's rotted, it's not structural, it needs to go. And that pipe that feeds this sink runs on that wall. So I get to learn plumbing before I can really wrap this basement up, which I was kind of hoping to save until later, but it is what it is. So hopefully I don't hurt myself too bad. Let's try to get this sink out of here. Looking good. I think we cleared the seal. The sink, I think, is cast iron. Could be really nice with a lot of work. Assuming I can lift it. There it is. And I don't think it's cast iron, or it might be very thin. All right. Good job. Sink's out, water's off, cabinets are empty.
Let's smash some shit.
Itty bitty bit of insect damage.
Got a touch more insect damage, or found a touch more insect damage. This is over that, and around that door that went into that main living area in the basement. And also they used really high quality 2x4s to frame this doorway, as you can see. Super fun. But yeah, the insect damage down here is not where I thought it was going to be, and I'm sorry that it's not focusing. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, something else. So I am taking out this wall around the boiler room, just removing the covering board, the cladding, the superficial stuff. Just so you know, this is not supposed to happen to your studs. I think this is insect damage and dry rot, but the holy crap. Got some of the kitchen tore out. It's a mess. I'm gonna work on hauling this crap out tomorrow, but this is exciting. And I have demolished the bathroom area, walls, and the, oh, what, I forgot to turn the light on. Here we go. Bathroom walls need to be cleaned up really bad, and we'll be figuring out how to do that sometime in the near future. But for now, I actually have access to most of the pipe work and the runs. I have gone in and tried to label which pipes are which. The red is my hot water, or what was hot water at one point, and the blue is cold water. Since the since the steam boiler, or the hot water system, the hydronic system, doesn't work anymore, they have cut a lot of the lines, the hot water lines, and I'm probably going to follow their lead. Man, we're having a hard time focusing on this, but probably follow their lead and remove this hot water stuff that isn't useful and is going to need to be replaced anyway, and is generally in really terrible shape. I figured out, I think, the majority of the gas runs, which are spray painted yellow, you see that. I figured out the majority of the steam runs, which are spray painted green. And we also have some plumbing vent down here. And I'll be working on getting this material out of here probably in the next week or two, very safely. Gonna be doing it safely, but we'll be working on that, and then I can take down the rest of these walls around the old steam room, around the old, boiler room. And I also need to clean up the ceilings and make sure that I remove all of the little bits of things and nails and whatnot. And then I'm going to get to removing the old knob and tube wiring. And if you're not familiar with it, this is knob and tube wiring. It's not energized, but it does need to come down, partially because of this monstrosity that I uncovered underneath the work to make this kitchen. There's a significant amount of insect damage on this beam, and I can't really get to it and work on it until I remove all the unnecessary things that are up there. So we'll need to sister up some other beams on it, and oh shoot, you probably can't see what I'm looking at. Sister some other beams onto it, and and then demo the bad one. Thankfully, it is relatively structural in that it is holding up some of the upstairs, but there's very few walls at this point, and really, I think this isn't too bad. We'll be able to manage it pretty simply. I'm also going to truncate this gas line that you can see here painted yellow. I'm going to trunk it at that T, or maybe put a nipple on it and stop it there. I don't need the drops for the stove that was down here. I don't need the drops for the dryer that were down here. And I think the one that's going out that window was originally for a kitchen at the back of the house. And I may be redoing kitchen in that general area, but I'm not going to use that run, and I'll put a new one in. I've gotten most of the big steam pipes out. I've got the little legs left to go. I've gotten the furring strips down, and if I back up a bit or maybe change the angle of the camera, you can see what I was talking about a few videos ago with this beam there. It's under a bit of stress. It's holding up a number of floor joists. The floor joists actually connect on top of that beam, and they're butt-ended up against each other, which really blew my mind. But we need to get up under there and support it, or maybe add some thickness to it, or change the beam out to be a more structurally sound timber. And then we've also got, like I mentioned before, insect damage to worry about over here in this corner, which is somewhat extensive, but again, manageable. The timbers are still, doing their job, but we do want to take them out, and we want to try and focus the camera too. There we go. Try and fix all that damage. While we're talking structural work, I've got this. I'm not really sure what to call it. I wouldn't call it a header, but it is over top of this window, and those boards are badly rotted, and you can see that these floor joists rests on that. So I want to demolition that and replace it with something more structurally sound. The last thing I really want to spend any time on down here is I was talking to a friend of mine, one of the guys who thought this whole thing was a great idea, this whole project, and we were down here looking up at this and realizing that this was probably an original stairwell down to the basement where the closet had been put in, and I've demolitioned that. And you can see I've moved a lot of my belongings down here to get them out of the way from upstairs work. But this structure is very poorly designed. So I'm going to try and zoom out and step away a little bit so you can see kind of what I'm talking about. That floor joist that stops at that beam that comes up, and that floor joist that goes over, that should continue all the way over to the foundation wall, and I need to correct that. I think this is cause for a significant amount of sagging upstairs, and if we fix this properly, we should put the house back into pretty good shape for moving around in and not falling on your face. So that'll be good. I've demolitioned a lot of the steam lines in here as well. Some of the runs got to get more work. I'm thinking about getting a different tool, and you can see there's what looks like water damage up in here. If I can get the camera to focus. Maybe not. Not great lighting up in between floor joists, which is understandable. But I need to open up the wall here up on the first floor and see how bad this is and what kind of remediation we need to do. So should be good. Should be a good couple weeks amount of work. I actually might be getting some help. My dad and my uncle are thinking about coming out to help, so that should be good. Looking forward to that. And and this is probably going to be my little shop area for now. I'm cleaning up some old boards that I think might be salvageable, and just piling them over there. So that's the house. Upstairs, a lot of things work that didn't used to work, and otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of getting ready to move myself in here. So that's exciting. Thanks for watching.